Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Akakadash, Barakatham to the elders, Akim Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 through verse 8. That's going to be the title of the sit-down lesson. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It reads, "To everything there is a season, and a time of every purpose under heaven." Right, so we're living in the modern day times and seasons of increasing biblical signs and prophecies that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled. As you see, the servants of prophets, the messengers of the Heavenly Father, prophesied against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence during their times and seasons and every purpose under heaven during those times. And now we see this in modern day times, increasingly more and more as well too. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, a time to be born, and a time to die, and a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Right, so we're living in the modern day times of being born, and the times of die, and a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted as well too. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 3. It says, "And a time to kill, and a time to heal, and a time to break down, and a time to build up." So we're seeing the increasing time of the kill and the increasing time of healing, and the time of breaking down, and the time of building up. So we're seeing that increasingly more and more in these times. We see this throughout the whole planet Earth. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 4. "And a time to weep, and a time to laugh, and a time to mourn, and a time to dance." So we're definitely living in the increasing times of the time of dancing, time of mourning, time of laughing, and the time of weeping. It's the time of dance as well too, because that's the righteous balance of the Heavenly Father. Because the Heavenly Father, He's a righteous balance power, and He's in control of everything. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 5. "And a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, and a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing." So there's times where there's time to embrace, and then there's times where it's going to be a time to refrain from embracing. And there's going to be a time where to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. And these are the times we're living in. So everything's a balance in the sight of the Heavenly Father, like I mentioned before. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 6. "And a time to get, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and a time to cast away." Right, it's time to keep certain things, and it's a time to cast certain, it's a time to keep certain things, and a time to cast away, and it's a time to lose, and a time to get. Yeah, it's probably in the bag in there. Yeah. Yeah, you said it was in your
I have out of that. That's crazy. I get that later.
Okay.
They'll see.
Yeah, they'll send it, yeah. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 6. I'm going to read that again. "And a time to get, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and a time to cast away." Ecclesiastes 3 verse 7. It reads the next verse. "And a time to rend, and a time to sow, and a time to keep silent, and a time to speak." Right, so the messengers and the prophets of the Heavenly Father, in these modern day times, they're not keeping silent. They're speaking about war, evil, and the pestilence, increasing biblical signs, the signs of the times that we're in, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 8. "And a time to love, and a time of HATE, and a time of war, and a time of peace." Right, so we're definitely living in a time of increasing war, and an increasing time of HATE. Then there's times where time of love. Then there's times where time of peace as well too. So that's the the righteous balance of the Heavenly Father. And I get to that Ecclesiastes 12 verse 14. And this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 14. "For Yahweh shall bring every work unto judgment, and every secret thing, whether it be good, whether it be evil." Isaiah 45 and verse 7. Another example of the righteous balance of the Heavenly Father, Isaiah 45 verse 7. "I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace, I create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, does all these things." So everything is a righteous balance of the Heavenly Father. So we're definitely living in those modern day times and seasons and every purpose under heaven. We're increasing biblical signs, increasing prophecies that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled. So everything is a righteous balance of the Heavenly Father. So there's definitely for sure is a times and seasons in every purpose under heaven. We're definitely living in those times just like it was in ancient times. Now we see this in modern day times because that shows you that the balance of the Heavenly Father, the righteous balance of the Heavenly Father. So with that, this was just a quick sit-down lesson of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 through verse 8, and that was the title of the sit-down lesson. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Akakadash, Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim Akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.